So here we have my dad just playing some guitar, on the hopper. Hey, Dad, do you think you could stop for a second?
Yeah, what's up, Abe?
Alright, so I was wondering that you could tell me and the rest of the people watching this video about this bully program you're doing and how we ourselves could help.
Okay, well, let me see, the bully program. I guess it started with me. About 6 months ago, I own a business consulting company, and I started consulting this organization called Way Beyond Measure with Coach Verdue. The organization started in about 2012. He was a teacher of 20-something years teacher and coach that began, when he retired, began to form this organization called Way Beyond Measure. What they do is they attack proactively, in a proactive manner, bullying and suicide in schools. And after doing the research, as I was consulting him, I did research where I found out a couple of different things. One, that there was no organizations currently, this was the first one I found, that actually has a program that actually are tackling this on a nationwide level. Okay, so that first boggled me. There was only one program that I found so far that is actually proactively going in and doing programs that actually the children are responding to, the teenagers are responding to, and it's having an effect on their lives to where it's reversing some of these numbers. And here's the numbers that actually mind-boggled me. 5.5 million kids a year transfer schools because of bullying. When I was a child, there's like 5% of children were bullied in school. Now the numbers are 58% is the lowest number. The highest number I found, depending on your resource, 65% of children are bullied in schools. It was 5% or less when I was going to school. Now it's 58% to 65%. And I found out this: they don't get arrested. When I was in school and you were bullied, you got on the bus or you got home, that was it. Today, children don't even get arrested because of cyberbullying. They're bullied at school, they're bullied on the bus, on the way home, through their cell phones. They get home, on the computers, on their iPads, or on their phones. They're continued to bully. They're bullied 24 hours a day. They don't even get arrested. No wonder the next numbers that I saw that really bothered me were the suicide rates. No wonder those numbers are up so high. Did you know that 800,000, one every 38 seconds, one child or teenager every 38 seconds attempts suicide? That's 800,000 a year is attempt suicide. Many of them end up with brain damage or hurt or damaged in some other way. 4,000 of them actually succeed every year. So I thought, what is going on in our society? When did we become a society where bullying is to such an extreme that children are depressed to such an extent? Instead of outside playing, they're trying to commit suicide. Instead of going to their buddy's house, instead of doing fun things that kids do, they're trying to commit suicide. What are we doing as adults that we've created an atmosphere in a society that these children are wanting to commit suicide? The bullying is rampant to where the number of bullies in school are out of control. And then they're going home and doing it on the internet. So, of course I got upset, but here's one thing I realized online as I was studying. I noticed I started complaining. I noticed millions of adults were complaining online about their child's situation or their friend's situation, or they see a video and it goes viral and thousands upon thousands of shares, thousands upon thousands of comments about why we don't like bullying in school, what the problem is, why aren't the schools doing something about it? And here's what I found. Here's the common denominator. We're all upset, but nobody's doing anything about it. So, which is one of the reasons I became part of Way Beyond Measure, because this is the first organization that is doing something. They have teacher training programs. They have student leadership training programs. They are creating a curriculum. They're currently creating a curriculum where your school can be certified in anti-bullying, anti-suicide, character awareness. They're actually creating a certification, and that will allow the actual school ratings. When you go to search for school ratings, how the school's rated, that will actually allow the school ratings to go up. But they actually have interactive programs currently, innovative programs currently, where they are actually starting to reverse. I think there's already about 30 children who were had letters, had pacts with other children to commit suicide, and Way Beyond Measure had went into their schools and actually prevented it. and all these children are going on record saying I was going to commit suicide for these following reasons, and they've stopped it. But here's the thing, still 800,000 children are attempting it. So what are we doing about it? Well, Way Beyond Measure finally given us a way that all of us can do something about it, because here's the problem. Now there's starting to become at least one organization that's presenting solutions, but here's the huge problem. Schools don't have funding for it. You and I can make a difference, and it's simply $10 a month. That's all it takes is $10 a month, and you can do something about it. I'm doing something about it. You can do, instead of just typing and saying we're angry, we can actually put our money where our mouth is and back up what we're saying for $10 a month. You spend that at Planet Fitness, and 80% of you, according to stats, don't even go to the gym, but you never cancel because it's $10 a month. Well, let's do something good with that $10 a month. Here's what I want you to do. Go to waybeyondmeasure.com, push the donate button, go under purpose, it's JB and then 0711, I think it is, but under the purpose button, put JB and then there will be some numbers. Donate $10 a month. You will actually be doing something, and since it's a nonprofit, you get a tax deduction at the end of the year. You can actually do something about bullying instead of us just talking about it. Let's stop being angry. Let's stop what's happening in our society. Let's do something about what's happening to these children in our society. Let's actually put our money where our mouth is. Let's actually say, hey, children need to get back to playing, guys. Children need to get back to playing and having fun and being children instead of worrying about bullying and committing suicide. So there you go, Aiden. What do you think?
That was freaking awesome, and I'm glad that my own dad is actually trying to do something about bullying in schools.